Hey, before we get into today's video, are you a new VTuber and you're looking for some help? Consider joining my Discord, where we have thousands of VTubers that are just like you, looking for help and seeking answers. The Discord has amazing and knowledgeable staff. Not only that, lots and lots of other VTubers that are willing to help you. So make sure you join the Discord. Links in the pinned comment and in the description down below. So let's actually talk about the topic of today's stream. Whoops. I've noticed, I think it was like last week. I want to say last week somebody asked, "Hey Senpai, will you collab with me?" And there were a decent amount of people that actually replied to this person. Their answers were correct. But I wanted to dive into it a little bit deeper because this person, I noticed, kind of was new to streaming. You got hit up a lot in the last couple of weeks. It's definitely possible. Welcome back. Don't forget, chat, if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the Discord. We got a great community. I would like to get 3,000 people into the Discord by the end of the year. Only you can do that if you join. Okay. No. Vessa, please don't be sorry. I'm very happy that you spoke for me. I'm very, very, very happy you guys did that because you guys gave the correct answers. So collabing, though, has been a thing that a lot of VTubers talk about and bring up. So let's break it down. Let's break it down, shall we? When should we collab? When do you guys think we should collab? Zero viewers, 1 viewer, 2 viewer, 3 viewer, 4 viewers, maybe 5 viewers? What do you think? 15? That's a pretty big number. 25? Okay. Pretty big number. To have fun? Sure. Yeah. If you're going to go into it with that mindset. Definitely. If you're going to go into that mindset, yeah, for sure. Vessa, that's a very good point. I'm glad. I'm glad you say that. But people nowadays, they really don't, collab with people that they know or anything like that. Or do it for fun. If you are in the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again, everything I state here, chat, is my personal opinion. It's up to you guys if you want to choose to follow it or not. Entirely up to you. I don't think you should collab at these numbers at all. Right? Usually if you're streaming at these numbers, means you're typically a brand new streamer. You're a new VTuber. You don't have a lot of experience. So I agree with a lot of you when you say 15. Maybe to 25. Concurrent viewers. Right? 15 to 25 concurrent viewers. You have an established audience. You have a brand of some kind. You have an authority. Your chat trusts you. Trusts you to be entertaining, to entertain them, and trusts in your decisions for the person you're going to collab with. Believe it or not, chat, when you guys get a small following, you're an influencer. And your chat trusts you with a lot of things. They do. They really do. Okay. If you're under 15 and you want to collab, under 15 concurrent viewers, and you want to collab, do it for fun, not to gain more viewers, is what I would say. I think that's fair. But now let's talk about something else. When somebody asks you guys When people ask you, hey, do you want to collab? These are the things I want you guys to think about. Okay? These are the numbers I really want you to think, or not the numbers. These are the things, the questions I want you to ask yourself in your head. Why do they want to collab with me? That should be your very first question. And maybe you can ask the person this question. Why do you want to collab with me? Right? Do they want my audience? More viewers? Friendship? Those are things you should really ask. And you should really determine when this person's asking you this. So when people are asking me, VTuber Senpai, hey Senpai, can you collab with me? That's the first thing I ask. Okay, why do they want to collab with me? They're brand new to VTubing. Are they wanting to collab with me because they think I'm a cool dude? Or do they want members from my audience? Do they want my viewership? Are they hoping to get viewers because they're collabing with me? Or do they just want to be genuinely my friend? Okay, so that's the first question out of the way. Pretty easy, right? Let's get to the second one. The second one's actually very important. Is it related to my content? Okay, so content-wise, is it the same niche? So again, when people ask, hey, VTuber Senpai, do you want to collab with me? I will genuinely look at a lot of people's content and be like, okay, what are they doing? Are they doing a podcast? Are they asking me because they want me to be on their podcast? Podcasts, I will generally say yes to. Because why not? Podcasts can be fun, especially if there's chemistry. For example, I was on the VTuber Voices podcast with Sapphire. Sapphire was a much larger VTuber than I. Much, much larger. And honored me to be one of her podcast members. I jumped on that. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to be on your podcast. I would love to collab with you and be on your podcast. That's great. But if somebody's asking, hey, Senpai, can I collab with you? And I do content like this, and you play games like Minecraft or Roblox, probably not. I'm probably not going to collab with you. Or if we're collabing and playing like certain games together, like I play Apex Legends and you're playing League of Legends. Those are completely different games, and I'm sorry. That's probably not going to happen. So that's things you guys want to ask. Things you want to like figure out in your head. The next question you guys want to really ask yourselves, and I know a lot of you don't do this, could I be doing something more productive? So if you do this podcast, or if you're questioning if you should do this podcast, you should be asking yourself this question. Could I be doing something more productive for my branding? AKA things like making a YouTube video, maybe making a TikTok, or working on things on the back end, maybe art for your channel, maybe video editing. Stuff like that. Will this collab, well, air quotes, you guys can't see my fingers doing the air quotes, but the time that you're investing into this collab, can it be more productive into building your brand further? Because a lot of you guys like to collab and make friends and yada da 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 da. But these are things that are important to build yourself up, to build your viewership, to build. A lot of you guys want to do this as a full-time job, as a career, as your livelihood. This is important because your time is limited per week, per day. You have to spend it wisely. Because if you spend time collabing instead of being more productive, you could miss on your video blowing up, because who knows, that could have been the video that blew up at the right place at the right time. You don't know. You really don't know. Think about that. Okay. Another thing we got to ask ourselves, and this one's very selfish, but this is going to really apply to the people that want to take this as a business. If you want to take this VTubing seriously as a business, as your full-time job, you need to ask this. What do I get out of this? Very important, chat. Do I get more followers? Do I get subs? Maybe do I get a shout out? These are important things you need to ask. Because if you're doing a collab and you're very business oriented on this, and I'm talking about the people that are not doing this as a hobby, not doing this as for fun. I'm literally talking about the people that want to treat this as a business. As a business. You have to ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? Because if you're doing this as a business, there has to be some sort of positive thing for you. There has to be. If you're somebody that's doing this for fun, don't worry about this part. Do not worry about this. But it's super important. What are you getting? Yeah, it could be splitting cash. It could be shoutouts. It could be follows. It could be subs. It could be future collaborations with other people. Right? Do you get any free footage out of this? Are you allowed to use the footage from the collab for your personal YouTube channel, for your personal Twitch channel? Is it a sponsorship deal? These are things you need to ask yourself. Okay. Now, let's throw it on the flip side. What do they get out of this? And again, really put some thought into this. Do they get more viewers? Do they get more subs? Money? If you're a business doing the business route, you should be getting more out of this collab than they do. If you're doing this as a hobby, it doesn't matter. But you got to do things that propel your stuff forward at the end of the day. Pretty basic, right? Yeah, sometimes I know sometimes people want clout. I'm not going to toot my own horn. I'm not a very big VTuber. I'm very small in the aspect of things. I'm not large at all. But I know there are some people that want to collab with me just for clout. To say, hey, I collab with VTuber Senpai. Sorry, but that's no bueno for me. I don't like that. I don't like to be used like that. Do you want to be used like that? Do you want your brand to be used like that? Do you want your image to be used like that for clout? Think about that, chat. Think about all these questions. And think about why people are doing it. Think about why you're doing it. Pretty easy stuff, right? I'm hoping this is putting a lot into perspective for you all. But there is one thing that we do need to think about at the end of the day. Really, really important. Really important. Will this collab in any way, shape, or form? I really want you guys to think about this one. Hurts my brand. So I'm going to use an example. I'm going to use myself as an example. You guys ready? You guys ready for this example? I am. If we go to YouTube, which we're on right now, where you guys are watching me, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If we go to if we go to YouTube, we type in VTuber Senpai. VTuber Senpai. We click on there. We're almost at 10K. I'm getting nervous. But we go to Senpai. We go sort by oldest. We see super old hoodie, cringy hoodie, so on and so forth. Right? We see that. Will this harm Sapphire? So I was invited to Sapphire's podcast. I had the cringe hoodie, a bad hoodie, bad hoodie. Would this bad hoodie hurt Sapphire's podcast, hurt her branding? Yes. Especially when Sapphire is somebody that is very family friendly. It would have hurt her image if I continued to use that particular sweater on my model. I would have hurt her branding. So if somebody's asking you to collab, are they somebody that is Sessio? Are they safe to stream with? Do they swear? Do they meet your values? Really ask that. What's your question there, Vessa? Your Sessio hoodie wasn't family friendly, therefore creating a mental trauma for you that you don't want to collab with somebody is more family friendly. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Yeah, right. I personally had to be more family friendly because my audience was also kids under 18, and I don't want kids to see that. Now the videos are up there; they're going to stay up there forever because, well, that's my roots. That's where I came from. That's where I've started. I learned so much since then. Right? I want you guys to see all my mistakes since the beginning. But realistically, I was a brand risk to her. If someone is not family friendly but promises to be on a collab with you, would you accept it or not? That's a very good question. So let's put that up. Let's put that up. Let's do the I. If someone is not family friendly normally, but promises to be on a collab with you, would you accept it or not? If they promise, if they promise, and this is big if they promise, yes, I will collab with you if you are going to be family friendly. If you promise to be. The second that they are not, the second that they break that trust with you, break your audience's trust, collab over. You kill the collab is now done. That person is now excommunicado. John Wick comes out and kills the whole collab. Right? And you guys really need to think about that, remember that, and not be afraid to kill a collab if you need to. Also, somebody mentioned chemistry. Chemistry is also a massive thing. I think it was Zealous that mentioned chemistry. Chat, chemistry is huge. We could probably put that somewhere up here as well. Somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, chemistry. We'll dive into that one in a minute. But yeah, if they promise, great. If they don't, get rid of them. If a collab is going bad, how do you tactfully end it? Even if it's awkward and there's no chemistry, not necessarily because of non-family. So if a collab is not going well, just end the collab. Make an excuse. Be like, my kitchen's on fire. Or something came up. My sister's at the door, and I don't have a sister, but my sister's at the door, and I gotta go. Stuff like that. So, just make up an excuse, end the collab early, or just be blunt. Be like, hey, you know what, man? Sorry. It'll be awkward for sure. The person might hate you for it, but at the end of the day, who cares? But I would honestly just kill the collab right then and there. I really would. Or or you could suffer it. You really could suffer through the collab, but your audience will suffer for it as well. So yeah, I would be blunt, or right after the collab, I'd be like, hey, sorry guys, gotta go. Or after the collab, I'd just be honest with them, be like, hey, we didn't have chemistry. You're a cool viewer, you're a cool friend, you're a cool person, but hey, I just can't do this with you. You should be familiar with the creator, and this is where we're going to break into the chemistry portion right here. Chemistry. This part here is very, very important. You should know the chemistry of the person before you do the collab. So chemistry. Do you play off each other? So if somebody tells a joke or whatever, are you able to add on to the joke? Are you able to laugh at it? Are you able to be involved? Right? Are you able to interact with their chat, with their stream? Right? That's super, super important. Your first collab together shouldn't be the first time you guys are playing together. So make sure you guys game with each other at least, again, my personal opinion, 10 times. I can't spell. At least 10 times. Really get to know them. Because what if they're somebody that is a rager, somebody that like dies and then they start losing their shit. $1 for the swear jar. But say this is somebody that you play Valorant with. They die. Do they start beating up their keyboard? Do they start swearing on top of their lungs? You won't be able to find that out the first few times you play with them, because they're going to be on their best behavior. Right? So game with each other at least 10 times. Be a part of their streams. Watch their streams quite a bit before you guys collab together. Watch their old content. See what they are like. Thank you, Murdoch, for timing him out. I appreciate that. So ask yourselves that. Do these things. Do your homework. Right? When I'm the host, I pick the people that fit together. Yeah. But if you're somebody that's on, so like, for example, if you are the person that's joining and you're not feeling the chemistry, you're not liking being a part of there, just use my goldfish is pregnant, I got to take it to the vet excuse. Do whatever you can to get out of there. Send the person a DM, say, hey, I don't feel like this is working out. I'm just going to go. That's okay. You don't have to continue on their live stream. You don't have to stay there.